Let's remain in power as much as we can. What type of education is it? You better take your education back to America. All of you that are educated, take your education. If this is the type of education that we want to have in Malawi, take it. We don't need it. We need education that enlightens the country, teaches the country, shines the country, lightens the country. Even those that are blind should see through your education. But today, that's the different case altogether. The education of the lawyer is the one that breaks the laws of the country. The education of doctorate, health or whatever medication doctor, is the one that is taking an empty coffin, go and bury there, just because you want to please a white man out there who gave you dollars. And you want to say this coffin is a COVID-19 victim, he died of coronavirus. Yet in the coffin there's no one. That's the education we have in Malawi. You know what? I don't want to be educated. If this is the type of education, I don't want to be educated because it doesn't help anyone. All of you educated people, we are making power, electricity through rainwater that is falling somewhere on a falls, and we take advantage, go and put our tire there. When the water is passing, it's producing power. And all of you say, I'm a president, I'm a minister. What nonsense. Educated people come on the table and say, we have coal in Kaziwiziwi, in Lumbi. We want to make our electricity here in Malawi. Those are educated people. But for 56 years, we are making power through falls water that is coming from Lake Malawi. It must fall there, and you just put, and that wheel, it's not yours. It is the British who did it. Today you are just following. Where are they selling the wheels? Oh, in Singapore. Where are they selling the wheels? In London, in Germany. Okay, bring it and put it here. We do the same thing. Where is your education? You need to be innovative. Where is your innovation? Oh, shame. I don't understand Malawi, but I want to say something. We are not going to war. We were ready to go in the bush, but we are not going because we have realized we are dealing with people that don't want Malawi. They are doing it intentionally because they want this Malawi to be destroyed so that they can land to America. This is our home. We will make sure we will do anything we can to protect it. No one will spill blood. You will spill blood through lying to people. Come and register interviews. That one you will do. You will spill blood by sending people to block the roads or throw people or burn people. That will happen. But we are not going to carry guns in order to liberate this country. The vote will do. Because we did that with Kamuzubanda. We did that with Bagir Muluzi. We have done that with Bingwa Mutharika. We did that with Mrs. Joy Banda. We are going to do it again on 23 June with Mr. Peter Mutharika. We love our Malawi. Muvi Wachilungamo demands, movie number 3, demands a complete overhaul of Malawi governance system. Redefinition of presidential powers, state powers, and the true encyclopedia of government as well as governance. We need to overhaul this. There is bad oil that we used from 1964. The oil is still in the same engine. We need to overhaul that. Throw it away. The Nicholas Dausis, the Heathwick Tabas. There are some of the bushes and nuts and bolts that have lasted. We need to throw them away. Bring new bolts and nuts to build the engine of good governance. And we are ready for that. If anybody clings with the old nuts and bolts and old oil and grease, we are going to say, no, not now. Malawi needs freedom. Malawi needs liberation. There is a need for total translation of rules of engagement between president, minister, member of parliament, and any other civil servant in Malawi. And the Philadelphian philosophy is going to do that. We ask you, the new government, we need colleges in Malawi taught by the utopian philosophy to teach presidents, presidential aspirants, presidential torchbearers, presidential members, ministers. Before you appoint them, they must come and learn. That's the only way we're going to liberate Malawi. Movie number 5. Antonov 555 is on top of civic offices in Blantyre. There are machines that have come in civic offices in Blantyre City. City assembly offices. We call them civic offices. You have asked the workers to go home on a forced leave. What is it that you want to do with the machines in there? To rig elections? To delete names of voters? We are watching you. And you better move them before we send our intel to come in and burn all the cables there. Elections of 2020 on 23 June. I want to say something here. The devil's blanket will be torn apart, just like the cloth in the church during Jesus' resurrection, during Jesus' crucifixion. That cloth of darkness will tear apart on the middle, and the light of God will enter in Malawi, whether you like it or not. You use money or you don't use money. You use power or use force. You use guns or use knives. Malawi, the light of God is going to reach this country. And on 23 June, we are going to have a government of the people, by the people, for the people, that fears the country. Movie number 5. On that, we are asking Muvis in civic offices, send pictures of those machines. Malawians must see them. We know you are there in that office. They are bullets. Democracy says the system where the people choose who to lead them, and the leaders must do everything for the people. If they say the people, they mean all citizens, not 2 families or few tribes and regions. Therefore, by rigging elections to make Mr. Peter Mutharika and Mr. Bagire Mulusan rule Malawi without popular and majority votes is tantamount to dictatorship and one-party rule. Now, who is a Democrat? DPP and UDF or MCP or Tosi Alliance? Because in this case, according to the elections of Malawi, you choose, you are the one who want, this one must be in power. So we are in the same past of Kamuzubanda, that everything, Muzubanda. But we said, to hell with that. We need democracy. It must be the people choosing their leader. It must be the people telling their leader what they want. It must be the people who should decide the future of their country. You are just a servant to listen from them. Now, if you deny that freedom, what is the difference between you, Mr. Muluzi? What is the difference between you, Mr. Peter Mutharika, and the Kamuzubanda? You are the same. So, we say, we did away with one-party system. We did away with one person, for him, for her, for everything for him. We did away in 1994. We are not going to go back. What we are going to do, we'll be removing you. You go back to Kamuzu. You go back to Kamuzu. Malawi must move. And Lazarus Chakwera, a resurrected child in the Bible, is going to resurrect Malawi, whether you like it or not, because Malawians have decided. And I want to say, yesterday, Muvi Wachilungamo statistics said Tosi Alliance is going to have 3.5 million votes after the Nzuz fracas, the fiasco where you break the heads of people, 118 people, all injured. You have reduced those votes, and 118,000 votes have been added on top of 3.5 million votes of Lazarus Chakwera. And we know from now you will make a lot of mistakes, because we heard Kondwa Nakuma opposing the bill that was passed yesterday. No, they blackmailed us. No, we didn't pass that bill. And the Brighton Saka is coming back. Let's discuss. Discussing what? Parliament passed the date. 23 June is the day for voting. And you are still complaining. You know what? Brighton Saka. How many words is Brighton Saka? B-R-I-G-H-E-T 5. Nsaka. M-S-A-K-A 5. 10. You have lost 100,000 votes going to Lazarus Chakwera. You will realize that Muvi Wachilungamo is more of a prophecy of the new generation. You may ignore, but on 23 June, you will realize that Muvi Wachilungamo never lies. I'm Commander-in-Chief of Muvi Wachilungamo. You are great people. Malawi is going to be liberated, whether one wants or not, because Malawians have opened their eyes. You are all great people. Hello, Muvi Wachilungamo, hello. Hello, Muvi Wachilungamo, hello. You are great. Thank you.